Good evening. Thank you for joining us. This evening, I've not just got one guest, I have got two. Unfortunately, Rachel's not very well, so she won't be joining us tonight. So I'm really sorry. You're going to pull up with this ugly mug instead, all by myself, with two absolutely amazing guys, gentlemen, I should say, really, actually. They're both lovely. Absolutely love talking to both of them. I will try not to bore you with wittering on because you haven't come to listen to me witter as usual, as I waffle. Tonight, Daryl will be joining us shortly. But to kick off this evening, we have one hell of an awesome paranormal investigator, an amazing guy in general. You have seen him all over your TV. He's a fantastic podcast as well. If you don't know about it, check it out. Well, we'll put the links in the comments later on for you. And I will stop waffling and bring this amazing man on screen. Please welcome Mr. Dave Schrader. Hello.
Oh, that guy? I love him. I watch all of his shows.
Oh, me too.
Funny. How you doing tonight, Karen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, but I'll get better.
What have you been up to?
Just watching the Minnesota Vikings ruin another football season for me. But yet I continue to wear their badge of honor. I have been doing my podcast, The Paranormal 60. I am preparing to travel. I'm going to be on the Jericho cruise in a couple of days, and then I'm off to Egypt. And I'm doing all kinds of great trips this year where I don't know if you heard about this. I'm going to be over in Germany and Prague in August. Wow. And then I decided I'm going to stop by England in the month of September because I'm going to do this tour where I'm going to come with listeners and fans of our show. And we're going to go to England and we're going to tour and see some haunted castles and crypts, amazing history. And then, Karen, if you're not familiar with this, there is a paranormal conference taking place in the UK this September. It's called the Festival of the Unexplained. I'm going to be a speaker there. Neil Story's going to be Daryl's going to be a speaker there as well. We're going to stop at that convention. We're going to be there for like 3-4 days, engaging with all the fans, having a great time. I'm going to bring all my people for my tour. And then after that wraps up, we're going back on tour for a few more days before I head home again and start touring all over the United States. So that's what my year looks like. It's just packed with cool, exciting experiences, seeing a lot of old friends, making some new friends, and getting a chance to experience the paranormal the way it's meant to be in large groups of like-minded individuals.
Wow. How can I just top all of that?
Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I can't stop all of that. Yeah, but the festival, you're going to get... We haven't told you where we're taking you.
Ooh.
You know, we are going on a coach trip on the Friday, and nobody, not even the public, none of the speakers, nobody knows apart from the organizers, i.e., where we are going. We are not even going to tell you before we get on the coach. We're not telling you when we get on the coach.
I don't mind not knowing as long as it ends up at Elizabeth Hurley's house and you leave me there.
Yeah, I couldn't swing that. I'm really sorry.
Damn it.
Damn it. She just turned me down. She was like, "Who are you?" So, wow. Yeah, it didn't happen.
But did you tell her you'd be with TV's Dave Schrader?
Yeah, we know. But she was like,
"No,
who are you? Spam folder. Bye."
Wow. Wow. Maybe you should have told her TV's Rick from Pawn Stars, because maybe she'd have jumped at that then.
Yeah, wow. Damn, that's what I should have done. That's where I went wrong. No way.
Yep.
But yeah, we've decided, I'm just putting this out there. We haven't told anyone yet. But we've decided that what we're going to do is cryptic clues on the coach journey to location.
Okay.
So we're going to play a little game.
Karen, your friend Rachel, who's too ill to be here with us, wants to support this live stream. And she says, Dave, where is this live? I'm sat here eating biscuits, waiting for the action, and she can't. Where are you streaming this? Is it only to yourself? Are you streaming it right into your own living room? Nobody else is watching because you just wanted Daryl and me all to yourself? Or where can people tune into this so I can let people know?
Don't tell them.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be our secret. Damn, you've outed me again.
Figures.
Yeah, Rachel's here. She's here.
Oh, she is. Okay.
She's commented. She's put, we are super excited to meet you.
Excellent.
She is so disappointed that she couldn't come on and chat to you both tonight. But yeah, unfortunately, I had a message from her first thing this morning. Really not well today. Had to come home from work sick, and she's got a really, well, her throat's literally, she's in so much pain with her throat. She's struggling. So she wouldn't have got a word in anyway with me. She knows that. But yeah, she's not very well. So we're sending some healing to our Rachel because she's not very well. She's poorly tonight. I've just got some. I'm just going to pop some comments up before. Oh, she says I didn't want to do it. So we have who we got. Tracy Cutler. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy Cutler. Good to see you.
Lynn Peters is joining us this year too.
Hello. Wow, Lynn Peters looks a lot like twin children.
Raymond Lancashire, good evening.
Hey, Raymond.
Who we got? Christine
Henker
She's in the US.
Yeah. From Wisconsin. Is that really the US? I don't know. It's Wisconsin.
Moving on
Lynn.
swiftly. Hi, Lynn.
Just teasing. I love Wisconsin.
Hi to Sue. Yeah, we're 5 hours ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I would have done it later, but I've got a day job. I have to get up in the morning and all that and do the day job stuff.
Baloney.
Sorry, guys. We have Glenda. Hello from California. Can't wait to go to. Oh, Glenda's coming to the UK.
Glenda, I think Glenda and a friend are coming to the UK on my tour. So we're going to be bringing them to the Festival of the Unexplained. How'd you like that? That was my continental voice.
Say hi. Morning from New Zealand.
Wow. Hello, Bonzam.
We've got our lovely Nikki. She's in the chat.
Hi, Nikki.
Our Nikki looks after all our media and all of that side of things. Hello. We've got somebody. Stacy from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Stacy Lee. Good to see you. Thanks for popping on.
Lynn says that she's so excited to meet everyone. So for those that don't know, so we got the awesome Dave. We've got the lovely Daryl. We've also got Daniel Class. We have got Rob Thompson. I'm trying to think now, who am I missing? From the UK, we've got our lovely Penny Griffiths-Morgan, she does our tour on the Friday. She does our history tour for us. She's our tour guide, and she's actually picked the location for this year's tour as well. It was all in her hands. She had the power. We've also got Tony Ray, which is a hypnotherapist and past life regressionist. And then we've also got Danny Moss. So we've got a nice selection from UK and the US.
You're forgetting one of my all-time favorite speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the mustache, the myth, Neil. Story.
And we got Neil, and we got Neil. Yes, Neil was
That's
it.
Right.
Next one was coming to. Yeah, we got Neil Story. He's joining us again this year as well. So, we got people trying to spam people and send them messages. Nice. Okay, and nobody will just to put this out there, guys. I shouldn't have to do this on here because normally I have to do it when I do mediumship stuff. You normally get the spammers and all the charlatans and all that. But it looks like we have them on here tonight. So Rachel's getting rid of them. She's sorting it all out. Nobody from the Festival of the Unexplained will personally inbox you. Not unless you inbox us first. That's the only
That's
time
right.
you'll get a message from us, is if you contact us first, we will reply, but we will not send you a message. So please block,
But I
ignore.
might, and I might ask for
Exactly.
money and just send the money. That's the best thing to do if I contact you.
Yeah, Dave just wants your money. I was going to sing to you that, but I can't sing. Okay, so we got another amazing guy. He sat there waiting to talk
Aw.
to us tonight. I love you both. Love this guy too. I've already given him an introduction, but he wasn't here, but it's all good. He's here now, and I knew he was going to be late, so it don't matter. We got all the time in the world for Dave and Daryl. I can wait here all night. It's not a problem. They just want to get rid of me, really. Please welcome our lovely Daryl. Hi.
Hey guys, what's up, guys? What's up, Dave?
How you doing, Daryl?
Good, man. Sorry, I had to get my son off the bus, 4:00. So I was waiting out.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, I'm here now, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's all good. Oh, sorry, Daryl. Just after. Why do these comments come up when you join me, Daryl? What is going on? So we got Dennis, a really good friend of mine. He's just put. This is for you, Dave. He said, "No money or nudes in the messages. Yeah. Please do send those."
Don't send me nudes. Money I'll take. Nudes, no.
He said you want money, but you don't want the nudes.
That's exactly correct. Yes.
I'm so sorry. You'll get so.
I'm of the old sentiment: pennies, not penises. That's what I will take in my inbox.
And this is why we go live after 9.
That's right. Well, penis is a scientific word, Karen. I'm not using slang here.
Right.
Oh.
Right? We can get by with science. Or do they not do that in the UK? You guys throw the C word around like a frisbee, and penis is the word that
I know
your apple cart.
You'll get smacked in the face, but over there, you guys just throw it around like it's nothing. Like, wow.
I know. Oh, good God. I can't wait to be there and use it all the time, Daryl. That ought to go well.
I'm going to get it all out.
No comment. I get told off by Rachel constantly for things that I say. So normally, this is why Rachel joins us, because she has to police me and make sure like I'm behaving myself and not saying things that I shouldn't say and all the rest of it. But yeah, she's losing her voice. She's got a sore throat. So so no one's policing me tonight.
That's right.
We were just talking about, Daryl, I was saying about saying about everybody that's joining us at the festival this year that are speakers. And I was just saying that the Friday location has not been revealed to anyone. And we've decided to do cryptic clues on the coach on the way to the venue.
Oh,
so
cool.
We're not telling anyone where we're going.
Very cool. All right. Sounds fun.
So we'll see. Rachel says she's the sensible one. I think she's lying. I think she's had too much cough medicine or something.
Does the first cryptic clue rhyme with snogwarts?
No.
No? Damn it.
No.
I was really hoping we could visit Hogwarts when I was over there.
It was out 9 months in advance.
That's right. Yeah.
So he knows his stuff. Our Daryl, he knows his stuff. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. So you guys, I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Dress code. Are you looking at outfits? Have you got outfits for the Gothic Masquerade Ball that on the Saturday night of the festival? Are you dressing up for? Okay, let me reword that. That sounded really wrong.
Daryl and I are going to be dressed up as the two little girls from The Shining. So we'll just be standing there in our matching blue dresses with white pinafores, holding hands, and our shiny patent leather shoes. And we'll come for you, Karen, to play forever and ever.
No, I've already said that you do realize none of you are actually going home. That's it. You've got to stay.
I don't think
I got
it, but yeah.
I got 11 kids. I'm all for it. Sign me up, England. I'm moving in.
I thought it was 5.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
11 and 5.
Yeah.
Busy. So you're not even just busy in your professional life. You're busy in your personal life too.
Yeah, well, most of mine are grown and moved out. I mean, I got a 10-year-old. He's the youngest, but yeah.
Same with me. Yeah, we have a 10-year-old.
Children that are grown and moved out. You're not old enough.
I'm 51.
Shut up.
Yes.
And I know it's weird because I'm only 31, but
Right.
yeah, I do.
Dave got
children that have grown. Yeah.
I got Dave by 20 years.
Yeah. And my oldest daughter's 40. So there you go.
So what are you looking forward to at the festival? Because obviously you haven't been over here and done a convention before.
Well,
and as Dave says, we're the only convention to come to in the UK. If you're going to do one,
right.
you've got to come to us.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
It's actually my first time to being in the UK. When I had a podcast, I own co-owner of Paranormal Warehouse. I had my podcast. This is before Ghost Hunters and everything. My two co-hosts they live in the UK, the Kings, and I always wanted to get over there. They always invite me to come over and everything. I just never had a chance, and this is like my first chance to get over there, so I'm super excited. Just the history alone is just. I'm excited to see buildings that are older in America. That's going to be awesome.
So you've had the fortunate thing that you've been over here, and you did Scotland last year, didn't you, Dave?
I've been to Ireland. I've been to Scotland.
Ireland, yeah.
I've been to England twice, and this will be my third trip over there. I'm psyched just to come on out and meet all of you. I love the fact that for this, so for your viewers, even in England, you can join me on the tour. A lot of people are like, can we join you on the tour if we already live over here? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we're not going to discriminate just because you live in England or in the surrounding countries. Feel free. You still have to pay to be part of the tour, but that incorporates your bus. It incorporates our tour guide. It incorporates our investigations, our locations that we're getting access to, all the great history and fun we're going to have together. And the tour that I've got includes tickets to the Festival of the Unexplained, so you get to be a part of the festival while we're there and take advantage of a paranormal conference. That's what I've been telling everybody, to have all these things align at the same time, to get to go on a tour with me and Neil Story in England at the time of a paranormal conference taking place in England. This is kind of everything you could possibly want all wrapped up into one. So I've been telling people, join me on this. Let's have a great time. All you have to do is go check out darknessevents.com. You'll find out how to sign up to do the tour and the Festival of the Unexplained, or just go to festivaloftheunexplained.com and get your tickets, which there are few and far between left, right? So.
Yeah, actually, guys, on that note, they're all just slating me now. I'm not reading the comments anymore. Everyone's just slating me.
I know Raymond Lancashire is all, that's not a very good accent you've done there, Dave Schrader.
Yes.
How dare you?
Well, Rachel's off on one. She's on about the whole ball gown shopping. Lynn Peters says she's ball gown shopping. Our Dennis, you'll notice I say our lot. It's because these are all like not just my friends, they're my family. So our Dennis said you need to bring a translator because the only person you'll understand at the festival is me.
That is so true, Daryl. I will tell you, I've been to Germany, Prague, I've been to France, I've been to Scotland and Ireland. And when I went to England, I'm like, well, this will be the easiest trip because they speak English. Oh shit! What? What did they? And I'm looking at the people I'm with them. What did they just ask me? Is that English? Is that English? And they're like, yeah, no, they were asking if you wanted fries to go with that. I'm like, that's really weird because I'm buying shoes, but sure, I'll take fries. I don't understand it. The accents can be brutal over there, but it's amazing. Great people, lovely people.
Right. We had, I'll be honest, Daryl, because obviously Dave knows a bit, but last year when the Rave Chase guys were over here, he obviously we have a lot of people with lots of different accents that come to the event, and one of my friends, Lee, he's got a really strong accent. He's a backcountry lad, and he's got a really strong accent. And what? Huh? And there's something you could just tell by their faces that sometimes when different people were talking to them in different accents, they were like, "What did they just say?" And we'd have to I have to translate for English people to some of the US guys. They were like, "I don't know what they just said. What did that mean?" We've got our Gemma. She's in the comments. Our Gemma, she does all our advertising for the festival, and she's Scottish.
Oh,
so yeah, they kind of some people struggle with that too.
Yeah, I've seen that over States. Meeting Scottish people, like you, like okay, what the F did he just say?
Yeah.
Good thing I've been watching The Simpsons for 40 years, so I understand Scottish thanks to groundskeeper Willie.
Give our Gemma some Fireball, and yeah, you won't know what she's saying by the end of the night.
That's great. If I'm drinking Fireball, I don't care what she's saying. That's so it works out well.
Oh, Gemma says, she's correcting me. She said, "Ha ha, I'm well-spoken Scottish."
Right, just like we're well-spoken American.
Ain't that the truth?
All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got going back to the tickets, guys. Sorry. So, just to let everyone know, as Dave did mention them earlier, VIP tickets. We've had one come available. One.
I'll take it.
One VIP. The VIP tickets have been sold out since October or November.
That's amazing.
I can't remember which. So we've got one VIP ticket available. If you want it, get on the website and buy it. It's simple as that. We do have packages, so I don't expect you to pay for it all in one go. You can pay it in 6 installments. Mm-hmm. So just to reiterate, one VIP, just the one. We also have over half of the Phoenix tickets are gone. They are now getting low as well. We've got less than 10 Phoenix tickets left. The Phoenix ticket gives you access to all day. So that's all the talks, all the workshops, all the exhibitors. It also gives you access to have dinner with us all on Saturday night. And obviously, the most amazing night of your life, the Gothic Ball. Yeah. With a live band and karaoke. What more do you want? Right. So just remember, guys, less than 10 of those tickets available now.
And if you get your tickets now, you're guaranteed a slow dance with Daryl.
That's the only dance I know is slow.
That's right. We can't go wrong. It's just rocking in place, right?
You did read the fine print in your contract, didn't you, Daryl? You know, where it says I have to dance with Karen for at least 2 hours off the ball.
I did. I lost my lawyer of A&E when they dumped me. So they go through the fine print.
But yeah, we've got a live band for you. They joined us last year. They're called Happy Accident. Proper UK name. Yeah, they joined us at last year's event, and the feedback was absolutely awesome from everyone that came. And they're like, "Can you get them back next year?" So I've rebooked them, so they're coming back this year. And begrudgingly, we're having karaoke. I don't really like karaoke, but through Rachel's persistent persuasion, I caved. And you've now got karaoke because you wanted it last year, and I was literally, no, it's not happening. So,
Daryl and I have been practicing. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. Nothing in between. It's going to be great. Karaoke.
Oh, we're getting Dave up there.
Daryl, are you into karaoke? You gonna do a number for us?
I'll do it. I it's not my thing, but I'll definitely get a few drinks in me. I'll do it. Hell.
Rachel says she wants. Well, she hasn't said this, but she will say it. Next comment that'll come up will be Rachel will be saying, "I want to duet."
Yeah.
You can't say no. Rachel's a bit like me. Apparently, when I did a chat with Danny and Dan the other week, last month, according to Daniel Class, he told Danny, "Just be pre-warned." He said, "You cannot say no to Karen Frey. If she asks you for something or she says she wants you to do something, you just say yes. You never say no to her." So
that's how I ended up with 11 kids, Karen. I think I got to draw a line here.
Okay, maybe some things so you can say no.
All right.
But yeah, apparently I'm very persuasive and you don't say no to me, so...
Well, there you go.
No pressure.
So there you go. Oh, hold on. Rachel's comment. Told her she'd be up. Rachel says, Dan Class owes me a duet. Yeah, he did promise her if he came back this year, he would duet her if I got karaoke.
So that's how, Daryl, now we know how to get invited back for another year. Just promise to sing karaoke with somebody.
We're
Rachel, Gemma, next year, the three of us are singing ABBA together.
ABBA.
I got the Bee Gees, so Dave will take ABBA. I'll do the Bee Gees.
That's right.
Ben, awesome Happy Accident. He's from the band. That's their link for their website. So if you really enjoyed those guys last year, you are going to enjoy them this year. You can go onto their website and have a look at all they got a load of videos and stuff on there for gigs they've done. As Ben is on here as well, I'll give him a quick shout out. Ben is the amazing guy that has actually put Festival of the Explained website together. He's done all our promo, so our promo video and everything. He's put all of that together for us. Mm-hmm. So all of that side of things, he's your go-to. So he's not just Happy Accident, the band. He's not just part of the band and everything else, an organizer. He also is a website developer too. Just give him a shout there if anybody needs a new one. Look at mine. It's awesome. So he does a good job.
Nice.
I'll stop plugging him now. Right. Gemma says, yeah, you're on, Dave. She's up for that. ABBA, she's there.
All right.
So there you go.
Plan.
8.
You look crazy. You guys are crazy. You're all just no.
And Rachel's, yeah, I'm looking forward to having fun and just music and dancing and fun and friends and what more could you ask? All in a haunted setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bosworth, for anyone that doesn't know about Bosworth Hall, last year, our Penny, when we invited her to come as to be a speaker last year and to be our historian, she has actually written a book on Bosworth Hall.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So anyone that didn't buy one last year, you'll get the opportunity to you can either purchase on Amazon now, or you can actually purchase one at the festival in September, because Bosworth is a very historic location. It is very haunted. And I'm not just saying that. I have investigated it. I don't even know how many times. Loads of times. And as part, if you're a VIP, if you're a VIP, you get to investigate with all of us as well on the Thursday night at Bosworth Hall. So you're definitely in for a treat. And if you go onto our Facebook page, there is a clip on there from a Class A EVP that we recorded in the Norfolk Suite as part of last year's Ghost Hunt.
Nice. So they got evidence that people can actually go on your site and check out this location, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, very nice.
Yeah, it's
the only problem is that the voice is 13th century English. We're not going to understand it.
Yeah, right.
No, I knew that was coming. I was waiting for it. Right, Dennis is asking about you guys. In other words, he's fed up on me waffling and he wants to get his questions in, so I better get him in. He'll be messaging me otherwise. So he wants to know anything you guys got in the pipeline, pipe work for this year, enjoying the stuff on Discovery Plus. Who wants to go to first? Daryl, what are you up to?
Well, I mean, I got the book coming out, which is ironically coming out September 8th, right before I come over there. So I'll have some books for the festival for people and anybody who wants any. It's called Horrors of the House of Wills. So it should be pretty interesting. It's a book I've been working on for the last 2 years, and it's an investigation I did over 7 years ago in Cleveland. So it's a kind of a mix of a horror type, paranormal type situation. So I can't wait till you guys to get a hold of that and check it out. Besides that, I'm working on a bunch of events. I'm under a developmental contract for a new show right now, so I'm working on that as well. So yeah, I'm staying very busy. It's like I can't keep up with it all. Yeah.
Wow. So the book launches just before.
I'm very excited about the book launch because that's something I've been working on for 2 years. I mean, I started it right when COVID, hit, and I had a few months where I just had nothing to do, so I just started writing this book. Everyone's been asking me to write, and it just started flowing. And it's about this location in Cleveland called the House of Wills. Not a lot of people have heard about it. It's only been on like one show that I know of, and It's the only place that's ever followed me home, and that's it.
Oh,
It kind of it put me through a ringer for a good couple months where I almost stopped doing paranormal altogether. Like I was almost done. Like I was like, I've never encountered something that dark before, and I was, and it's the thing was, it's when I was a little bit more immature as an investigator too. So I think I was I kept myself open too much to it, and I've matured obviously since then, and it got a hold of me, got its hooks in me, and followed me home, and played havoc on myself, my family, and it's like something out of a movie, and it's like I didn't believe in that part of it at that point, and then so it's going to be interesting. Can't wait to get it out there to everybody.
wow. That's, I can't imagine. Then I say, I'm very, very, I need some wood. I'm very fortunate I've not had anything dark. Touch wood is an English expression.
What did you just say?
You say wood?
Touch wood. Oh, okay. Probably means something different to you.
You apparently got her very excited with your story, Daryl. She's suddenly in the need to touch wood.
I wasn't going to say it, Dave. I was going to let you say it.
Good God.
I heard it.
Okay, it means something different to you, obviously. Okay.
I bet if you replay this video and you hear how flustered you got, I need to touch wood. I think you'll hear that it sounds like exactly what I thought it meant.
It's exactly what I heard. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I saw Dave look down and kind of laugh. I take this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, it's a good thing. Then the thing I've got in the hopper is that I'm going to be a dancer for the Chunkendale Dancers, and I'll be breaking out my routine in England, where if you tip me enough, you might get to touch all the wood you want. Who knows? Do not knock wood. We don't like that. Yeah.
I've got all red now.
Look at Daryl's
no,
like,
it means
oh
for
God,
good luck.
this guy's
as in what? Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, moving on very quickly. What I was going to say was, oh, I'm cooking.
Pardon me.
They have.
Yeah, I'm the one with the dirty mind. She needs to touch wood. Now she's cocking.
Yeah.
Come on. What the hell? What kind of perversion show is this? Well, Daryl, I'm learning on reading, so hopefully by September I can read your book, and I'll enjoy it. I got to talk to you off the air. You know what? I started my book. I wrote one years ago.
Right.
I started a book. I was signed to do a book. I sat down and in one day wrote 120 pages.
Jesus.
And then I just froze. I'm like, how do you push past that? How do you? Because I still have more to tell, but I just feel like this is so dumb. Nobody's going to care to read this.
With mine, I actually thought I was done. Like I wrote for like 3 months straight, like 8 times, 3-4 days a week or a few hours.
Wow.
And I thought I was done. I was like, okay, here. And I found a publishing company that signed me. I sent it to them. And like, oh, this is great. But we need another, what was it, 17,000 words. I'm like, so here I go again. And I had to delve in it more, kind of like go down the rabbit hole and start remembering things that happened and start pulling stories from some of the people who were there with me to just kind of like add to the we had and beef up the chapter.
I would have just added like it was very, 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 very scary. Boom.
Repeat.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I was with it. And it just with me, it's like I'm not a writer, I'm not a author or anything. I am now, but I was like, it flowed. And I didn't even think, I'm thinking, no publishing company's going to want this or anything. And then I pitched it to a bunch of different ones, and a couple of them hit me up on it. And I went with Llewellyn Worldwide, and they really, they're amazing. I can't say enough great things about those guys over there, that publishing company. They've been around for 100 years, and they really deal with like the paranormal books and all kinds of spiritual books, spiritualism and things of that nature. So great people. They really understood where I was coming from with it.
Jennifer's just asked, can you just say again where the place was you took the energy home from?
The House of Wills. It's in Cleveland, Ohio.
There we go, Jennifer. Cleveland, Ohio. What I was going to say is I'm very fortunate in the fact that I've never brought anything negative home. I do get before I go on investigations, but I do actually get visitations from the spirits from the location before I actually go to the location. I've had that before.
Right.
That's kind of interesting. And when you get there, they're waiting for you because they've popped in like about 3-4 days before.
Gotcha.
That's something new that's only started happening to me probably in the past year or so. It's never happened before in all the years I've been doing this since I was 4, and not investigating obviously, but the other side of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, only the last like 12 months or so is when I've actually started getting, like I said, visitations at home prior to going to locations. So that's new for me. But I've been lucky in the fact that they've been all right.
Well, that's good. I have no psychic abilities whatsoever. I don't know about Dave, but I get feelings when I go into some locations, and that's about it. Like, you get kind of like your spidey senses start kicking in, but that's it. I have no abilities when it comes to like the psychic side of things, like at all.
Everyone's got some sort of sense.
Yeah.
100% believe that.
Yeah.
Everyone's born with it. Whether you develop it and use it and trust it is another matter. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I've got 2 ex-wives that might tell you I'm very insensitive. So I don't know that we all have that ability.
Okay, moving on swiftly. Robin said, House of Wheels has many jumpers there.
Jumpers? What is that?
That's like a shirt, right? Oh.
Yeah.
I try to learn the language and I'm messing it up.
Jumpers. I'm sorry. What was a jumper?
So it's when a spirit jumps in without permission.
Yeah, it does. It
attaches and that type of thing.
There's a tap. It's what I call puppeting. Like I've been to only 2 locations I've ever been to, and the hundreds I've been to was House of Wills and Anderson Hotel in Kentucky, where I actually had what's called a puppet, where you're basically puppeted. You could see what's going on, you could hear what's going on, but you have no control of your motor skills. Meaning that basically, like especially Anderson, when I was in Anderson Hotel, I had something come in me, and like I didn't sound right. I had something take over me, and kind of like move me through this building that I had never been in before in the pitch dark, like kind of like you the house you live in for 20 years and you walk through in the dark and you're not going to run into anything. I just got to this place and it was like basically moved me around the location. And until they actually came and found me, like I could hear them calling for me, the people I was with.
Yeah.
But I could not onto them. I could not do anything. And then they found me and they actually moved me from the location outside. And then whatever it was, it left. That is how the House of Wills is. But the House of Wills is a little bit different animal. The fact that Anderson didn't follow me home. Whatever is at Anderson is basically stuck at Anderson, I believe, or doesn't want to leave Anderson. House of Wills kind of like it imprints on you, or it kind of marks you. So, and this is not just me saying this. I've gotten this from multiple eyewitnesses and investigators. So you can go in House of Wills with a group of. I went in with 4 people, including myself. But I've seen people go in there with 10 people, 20 people. It'll find one person in a group, and it's weird to say this, it usually goes for the alpha, whether it be male or female, the strongest energy in the room, and it tries to attach itself to it.
Is it like a challenge? Do you think it's like they find it's a challenge, basically, and that's why they do it?
It is. I believe it's probably feeding off your energy, because it feels like if it could take you over, then it can do whatever it wants with the rest. And I didn't know that going in there. I knew nothing about. I really did not do my homework on this location. I knew nothing about it really. I kind of knew a little bit of the backstory people were telling me, and I was like, this place cannot be as bad as they're saying it is. And well, a little, and I don't want to give too much of it away because of the book and everything.
No, because we need to say your book. We need to promote this. What you're doing? Don't tell us too much.
This is not just about a haunting. This is also about the occult, because come to find out, was something I didn't know at the time. And I've become friends with the gentleman. His name's Eric Freeman, and he is the high priest in the new Satanic Church of Satan. He actually trained under Anton LaVey. He's actually business partners with Zach LaVey, who is Anton LaVey's grandson.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody who knows who Anton LaVey is, he basically was the head of the Church of Satan and all that out in California back in the day. He kind of like got that movement going back in the 60s. Mm-hmm. He's very, he's very well known in that circle. He owns the location, and they've been known. I don't know if they still do or not. Last time I talked to them was about 6 months ago, but I know at one time they were doing rituals in the building. So I think that had a lot to do with, the dark energy that is there. Because I think there is good energy there as well, but it's a very dark location. It's got a very, it's got a kind of a clouded history. It was built by a Mason. I believe he was a 32nd degree Mason. The place is built for its design, and how Masons. He's a very well known Mason in the Cleveland, Ohio area. He built like 30 different structures from the mid 1800s all the way to the early 1920s until he passed away. But this location is built like a Masonic temple, basically.
Wow.
And it was a German social club. So God knows what happened with that during like leading up to World War I. And then after that, it became Cleveland's largest African-American funeral home. And it was that for many years until 2005 when it finally shut its doors. So there's this crazy history there.
How far is that from you?
I'm sorry?
How far is it from you?
Oh, for me to drive to House of Wills, about 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, you guys over there, you'll drive like for hours on end to go and do a location, like a crazy amount to us, a crazy amount of hours.
Yeah.
Whereas, because obviously we're such a much smaller country.
Yeah.
We don't have to do as many hours driving. So it's mad. Sometimes when I speak to some of you guys and from over there, and I ask you about like how far you travel for events and all that sort of thing, and it just seems like nothing. They're like, oh, it's just 8 hours, or it's it's a 10 hours. It's just. I'm thinking I can jump on a flight. I could be on a beach in that time.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you a couple weeks ago, I can fly to the UK in the same amount of time it takes me to fly to LA.
Yeah, you were saying that's crazy.
So, I mean, that just goes to show you how, and I'm not even the furthest north or the furthest east you can go in the States. Like I'm on the East Coast, but I'm down toward the middle. Like you could go all the way up to Maine, which that drive for me up to Maine would take about 8.5 hours, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow. That's just, see, I just find it nuts because, like I said, for us, I'd never do an 8-hour drive. Then again, that's just me.
I've done with my events, like especially if it's on the East Coast and I don't have to fly, because with flying here, it's like going through security, and by the time you get to the airport and waiting around for flights and hoping flights are not canceled or delayed. You could drive it sometimes. It's just less. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't drive. I would definitely not try to drive like out west or anything like that. You gotta fly. It's like it would take you literally, if I drove from where I am to say California or LA or whatever, it would take me over a week to drive it. So I was like, yeah, no,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it just boggles me like how far places are from each other. I forget how massive the country is. I've got a question for you here. Raymond said, is the structure designed to trap spirits? This is the Wills.
It's designed to harness their energy, and see people, a lot of people didn't going to now as we're speaking, like no one really knew it was this Mason who designed the location. That's what he built it for. But all if you look at most of your Masonic temples and the Masons, that's how they design a lot of their buildings, is to harness energy, not necessarily to harness spirits, but in my personal opinion, a spirit is energy. We are all made up of energy. That energy cannot created or destroyed, go somewhere. So yeah, maybe this place is holding that energy from all these different spirits there. I mean, you had people who died there. It was a funeral parlor and a morgue for 60 some years.
Wow.
So yeah, and
so we had a lot of people passing through there.
There's been people murdered there. It's not in the best neighborhood. It's East Cleveland. Anybody knows East Cleveland? It's very there's a lot of shootings and drive-bys and things of that nature. There's people been gunned down right in the parking lot of the location. So it's
wow.
There's layers. There's so many layers to this, and it all comes out in the book. It's a good read. The way
so I'm just going to read your book, and I'm never ever going to visit. I'm just putting this out there right now.
Yeah. You're coming to the States, I definitely wouldn't, and nothing against Cleveland. East Cleveland would not be on my to-do list. So
that's fair enough. I'll give you that. Yeah, Robin says East Cleveland is so crazy and dangerous. So Robin's just put that on there.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Wild Bill. Long time no see. He's just said about he's in Atlanta. He said, GA, it's shorter for me to go to New York than it is to go to Miami.
For a flight or to drive?
I don't know. He didn't say. Lynn's just said, what's the most haunted state in your... where do you think, in your opinion? Do you think there is one?
I hear everybody claims they're the most haunted state. I mean, some of the ones I've had my best investigations in would be Ohio, Arizona, Alaska, anywhere down south, like the deep south, like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. A lot of great, like you have a lot of the Civil War history down there, and a lot of the slave plantations. So you get a lot of crazy cool evidence. And plus, especially when you get like around the Louisiana and Mississippi area, a lot of really amazing, like beautiful plantations. I filmed at a plantation in Louisiana where they filmed Roots, the show Roots. They filmed the movie, The Skeleton Key there, 12 Years a Slave. This place was just immense. It was something like 9,000 acres of nothing but cane fields. You could drive for literally ever in these cane fields where this plantation was in Louisiana. And it was so surreal to be there. It really was. Yeah.
Well, Dave is back after his technical issues.
Sorry about that. My internet sailed down, and I've been scrambling to reboot. And, of course, that's all in a totally different part of the house. So
it's all good. We were just talking about we had a question asking where what is the most haunted state. So Daryl was just telling us his opinions on different places over there.
Yeah, I really couldn't put my finger one particularly, but they all got great places. I mean, the ones I've been to, at least, yeah.
Yeah, same with me. I've been all over the United States, and in my opinion, right now it's Butte, Montana, because filming The Ghost of Devil's Perch there for 3 months, and everybody you talk to has a ghost in their house,
right?
Or a ghost at their work, or a ghost next door. So that seems like it is truly one of the most haunted towns. But I got to guess places like New Orleans and any place out on the East Coast would definitely be
which is what you were
haunted,
saying
with the
there.
history there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of history on the East Coast being, this is pretty much when the settlements, started. This is probably the oldest, especially down south. I mean, the southern states are just, there's so many layers of history there, between Civil War, slavery, and everything. It's insane. It's so beautiful, and the rich history. And it's like every time I've been there, filming on ghost hunters or just going down there to investigate, it's just like the locations you can't explain some of the activity you get. You really can't.
It's crazy because I mention this a lot whenever I speak to people like yourselves, that the audience out there that watch these shows that you guys are on, they don't realize how much goes into it. It's not like you just rock up to a location, knock out a few hours, it's all done, dusted, awesome, got our evidence we need. Let's just check it out there. It doesn't work like that. You can be in these locations for days on end, weeks on end, months on end, just to get that 45 minutes of footage, that 45 minutes for a show.
Right.
People don't realize how much actually goes into it, the production side of it, everything after the editing, or the rest of it. But they don't realize like how long it takes to actually film a show. It's not go somewhere for a few days, it's all done, you've got a whole series, awesome, put it on the TV. Doesn't work like that, does it? At all.
Well, it did on our show. We filmed in front of a green screen, and Daryl stood offside with a fishing pole and a ghost on a string, and he bounced it around and made it a lot easier. That way I didn't have to travel anywhere, really.
I was double dipping. I was jumping back and forth from ghost hunters.
That's right.
To Dave.
Ghosts of Devil's Perch Hunters. That was the series, the way we originally planned it.
Yeah, Karen, it's not, and Dave will back me up on this. It's like we filmed, at a minimum we'd be at a location for about 6 days, at a minimum. There's been times, because I was co-lead investigator, we'd be done that investigation like 2 months ago, and I would get an email or a text message, hey, we need you back in Wisconsin or Idaho to do a pickup, where we missed something. They missed the interview, or they missed, something to do with evidence, and you'd be on a plane flying back the next day, and you'd be there for another 2 or 3 days. So, and then all that gets put together, and it all goes to Post, and Post does whatever. You got to do wall lines where they send you lines to say and stuff like that are missing. So there's a lot that goes into filming a show. It's not just pulling up. I mean, we were working 12 to 16-hour days sometimes. It was insane. You're just not there when it's dark. We'd be there 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a summer day, and it doesn't get dark until 9 o'clock here. And then, you go to 5 o'clock in the morning. So it'd be crazy.
Yeah, like I said, people don't realize it's not a case of you just turn up, shoot for a few hours, and that's it, job done.
Yeah, it's a lot of hurry up and wait.
And the thing is, you can also
a lot.
You can be in locations for like days on end and get absolute diddly squat.
Yeah. There's episodes of Ghost Hunters you won't even see. We shot because we got nothing. Like, we got absolutely nothing, and can't do anything with this, guys. So you tell me I just spent an entire week in Alabama in August for nothing. You just like, what? Yeah.
But it happens like that, doesn't it? It's like, that's the other thing. That's the no disrespect to anybody, including you guys that are out there doing TV stuff and everything else. But that's why I always like to kind of point out the fact that it's not a 5-minute job. And at the end of the day, you'll put the work in, you'll put the hours in to try and get that evidence. And it's like, if you go on an investigation, guys out there, on an event with a company, I always say, when I used to run investigations, I don't do it anymore, but when I used to run investigations, I'd always start the evening with, I cannot promise you, I cannot guarantee we're going to get any evidence tonight, but I'll be happy if you've all come in tonight, had a great time, enjoyed yourselves, made some new friends. It's a positive, it's a bonus. Because if we get stuff, fantastic. If we don't, as long as we've all had a good time, happy days. because it doesn't work like the TV show. That TV, like I said, it goes on for all that filming, and you may even only get one tiny snippet of something.
Yeah, and you could, I guess, and like you were saying, is you're there for a week, you're filming, that gets all narrowed down to 43 minutes, and then that 43 minutes, you might only get about 15 seconds of actual evidence actually is shown on TV. I mean, it just keeps getting whittled down. It's more about following a narrative than anything when it comes to a TV show. So you find a narrative, whatever it might be, with the homeowner or the business owner or whatever's going on, and you want to kind of run with that and follow that direction with it and build the paranormal story around it and try to capture evidence that way. That's at least how LA works.
Yeah, because like I said, sometimes that is why in some shows they repeat that bit of evidence like 2, 3, 4 times and they replay it.
Yeah.
But then maybe that would be, like you said, that might have been the only bit of evidence they got in a week of filming.
Oh, yeah.
So, they don't work on command. It's not like you turn up, right, we're here to film, right, come on, we want this, we want knocks, we want bangs, we want you to talk into this voice recorder, we want you to set off that trigger object. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
They have free will. In my opinion, they still have free will. If they don't want to interact and they don't want to work with you, tough.
That's why we only worked with union ghosts on our show. So, they have to punch in and out. Wrong. They have to be there. Yeah, that's the problem. If you're not engaging with union ghosts, they don't have to show up.
I've heard of union cameramen. That's the first one the union ghost.
Yeah, well, I know over in England, they break during the afternoon for a tea. So you're like in the thick of a ghost hunt, and they're like, tea time. And that's it. Yeah.
Tea time.
Producers all pissed off.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I've never been on TV. I haven't got a clue.
For any American guests attending the festival this year, please be sure to follow our page. We will be updating you with the essential information shortly. We do some things a little differently over here, and that's from the Festival of the Unexplained.
That's from our Rachel. She's admin tonight.
Oh, very cool.
That's how I'm going to refer to her when I see her, our Rachel.
You know what? By the time everybody went home last year, I think they all actually did refer to her as our Rachel. Actually, we had all the speakers and a lot of the public that was in attendance last year all went home calling my mum. My mum had loads of friend requests. She was like, "Oh, these people are friend requesting me." I met them all at your event, she said. "Oh, can't wait for next year. And I'll get to meet some new ones." I'm like, "It's not all about you, Mum. It's not all about you."
Well, she's making it about her. It's always about her. All right, let me tell you that.
She's only coming to get your autographs. That's it. She's
That's
happy.
It. That's all she needs.
That's it.
She can go home after that.
Picture an autograph and she'll be a happy lady. They'll all be in frames. Actually, last year, she's actually framed all of her pictures. They're all printed out and they're all framed and everything. And all her autographs are all framed at home.
Oh.
Well, I'm out of pictures. I'm just going to be signing Jason Hawes pictures.
Oh, Dennis said we all love Karen's mom. Yeah, but thanks, guys. Oh, thank you, Rachel. See what I mean? This is what I have to pull up with. We all love Mum. She's admired far and wide for tolerating me. Thanks.
Well, we can't wait to meet her. I'm sure she's a sweetheart.
Oh, you'll be sick of her by the end of the weekend. Anyway, moving on swiftly.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Oh, he's getting ready. His karaoke voice is there. He's ready.
That's my scarioke voice.
Your karaoke voice. Guys, I've took up loads of your time tonight already. She's my number one TikTok. Yeah, my mum stalks you on TikTok, Dennis. It's a bit weird. Anyway, Raymond's English tea and cucumber sandwiches, Dave. That's what we have over here.
Excellent.
Robin wants to know, besides the House of Wills, what's the other place in Ohio do you like, Daryl? And I can ask you this question as well, Dave.
In Ohio? Madison.
Franklin Castle's amazing.
Yeah, Franklin Castle, Madison Seminary.
Mansfield Reformatory.
Yes. Sedamsville in Cincinnati, which I don't know if Sedamsville is open anymore, but it's amazing. And then you got Bobby Mackey's, which is actually
that is on my list.
It's in Kentucky, but it's right. Literally, you go.
Sorry.
It's like 10 minutes from Cincinnati. You jump across the bridge. It's right there. So yeah, I mean, you got a lot
When you say jump across the bridge, you're traveling and my traveling are two different things.
No, it's literally like 10 minutes from Cincinnati. Like you'll be in Cincinnati, which is this huge city in Ohio, and there's a bridge. I forget the name of the river. And you go across this bridge and you're into Kentucky. Like you're right there. They're right next to each other. And then there's a little small town, and Bobby Mackey's is down in that town. It's not far at all.
I was actually watching. What was I watching? I was watching a show the other night, and Bobby Mackey's was on that. One of my friends has been there, and he said it was an absolutely amazing experience.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great location. I've been there twice. Yeah, I think it's awesome.
You've been there, Dave?
Yeah. I've been there 3 times. I was in the Ghost Adventures Return to Bobby Mackey's episode.
Oh, yeah, of course you were. I don't even know what I'm asking for. I said that.
You get very loud. Wow.
She got mad.
I know.
It's going to get all excited.
That high-pitched voice, I think only dolphins could hear.
They heard it. They heard it in Kentucky.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they probably did, to be honest. Yes, Lynn Peters, I am going to the Hinsdale house this year. Are you stalking me? I am, yeah. I didn't know that was...
Go.
Oh, maybe, yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I intend to. I can't wait. I'm actually coming across the pond in October.
Excellent.
It'll be my first ever visit, and our Rachel's coming with me.
Oh, so let me get this right. You're going to keep Daryl and I in England and then come back over to the United States. So,
well, no. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to kidnap. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this in public. I might get myself in trouble. We're going to kidnap you until we're ready to leave England to come to the US.
And now you're on an FBI watch list now, just for
Yeah, I'm on the FBI. They won't let me in the country now. And then you can go home when we come over. That's what's happening. You see.
So really, it's a 2-week. It's kind of a extended 2-week vacation as much as a kidnapping.
Yeah. Let's call it that.
Kidnapping sounded much more thrilling.
Yeah. We could have wrote a book about that one, Dave.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Dave and Daryl's Wild Adventures.
Sounds like a restaurant, Dave.
That's right. Come on down to Dave and Daryl's. We're going to be feeding you shrimp straight off the Barbie. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, don't. No, yeah, but we are planning to do Hinsdale when we come over in October. It's one of my lists. It's on my list of places to do. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me, guys. Honestly, thank you for joining me and for me listening to me waffle on in my high pitched, probably squeals in poor Dave's ears with his headphones on. Get used to it. It gets worse. Just wait until I've had a drink. Then you'll be sorry. Actually, admittedly, the evening of our party last year, I didn't actually drink. I drank water all night. I did not have one alcoholic drink during our party. I was too tired. I
didn't know. Well, I will try to drink for both of us then.
Right?
Well, no, I didn't drink last year. I've got to drink this year. I've got to make up for last year.
I'm telling you, I'll be a team player. If you need me to, I'll pick up an extra glass or two.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink me pretty.
Drink me prettier. Dennis said, "Thank you, lads. Look forward to seeing you at the festival." You won't understand a word he says, but you know,
can't wait.
He's a nice lad, our Dennis. Right, guys. Karen. Oh, yeah. Rachel, Karen was stone cold sober. I got a little squiffy and started a mosh pit with Patty Negri. Yeah, she did. That was an experience. I wish somebody had videoed that, but nobody did.
That's the name of my band, by the way, Mosh Pit with Patty Negri. So watch for my new album coming out later this year.
So, Daryl, your book.
Yeah.
All these people are watching it and going, this guy's an idiot. Why are we paying to come see him at a convention?
Daryl, Daryl, your book, can people get your book prior to
I don't know the exact online time when they're start selling online. I think it's going to be.
Can you update me and let me know, and then I can share it with the public and everything?
And I'll have it with me over there with you guys, for you guys.
Awesome. Guys out there, make sure you follow Daryl, make sure you follow Dave, and you follow the festival page. I'm asking a lot. Because if you're already across the pond, check out what they're doing over there. Yes, I cannot wait for them to come here. If you haven't got your tickets already, get them. But like Dave said, if you're across the pond, you can come over and do a tour as well as the festival. And those of you in the UK, you also can go on this tour. You don't have to be coming from across the pond or anywhere else. You can actually book on if you are in the UK as well. That is an option for you. But like I said, one VIP ticket left. That's if it's not gone whilst we've been talking, because that happened the last time I announced there was 2 left. They sold before I'd finished the live. Like I said, less than 10 Phoenix tickets. We've got the Fairy Day tickets, which only is during the day. You don't get to come in, get drunk with us and party and dance and sing on karaoke with us if you've got a fairy ticket, or you can buy what we call the Imp ticket, which is the Sunday day access ticket. We will be, I'm not telling you when, but we will be uploading the itinerary very, very soon. Rachel was itching to get it out there so you know who's speaking when, on what days. So we're going to get that out there for you in the next couple of, I'm going to say weeks, because I don't know when she's going to have it ready. So you'll be able to see who's talking when. So just keep an eye on the website and keep an eye on the Facebook page and everything. And we just keep updating you what's going on. Get on to Dave's podcast. We will put the link on there for you as well. Daryl, let me know any links or anything you want us to share. Drop them over to me. We get them put up for you.
No worries.
Same for you, Dave. Is there anything else you've got coming up or you want us to share? Give us a shout and we'll do that for you. But I'm going to say thank you and good night to both of you. And thank you to everyone that's watching tonight. It's much appreciated. And we hope to see you soon. And we hope you can join us at the festival. It'd be good to see you all.
All right.
So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Night.